hard working every day. Not a lazy mom, got no time to play. Always on the go, you stuck on the flow, but it's time for the show.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Not for Lazy Moms and Dads and Hanks. I don't think by this point, I don't think we need introductions. You already know it's the Fab Three along with me. And, you know, we got Hank, Chris, Allie. Hank, we're not letting you do your tagline today.
I noticed that's why you said what you said. But, you know,
He's
telling the
itching.
truth from the booth.
He's still going to squeeze it in there anyway.
Sorry.
You're a mess. Okay, so after coming off a very serious topic of detoxing and, you know, we didn't get as many laughs as we normally do, we're going to get some laughs in today. We got some really good stuff happening. We're going to be talking about what method of birth control works after you have kids, before you have kids. You know, what's some stories, you know, like people who weren't planning to be pregnant, but they ended up with a whole kid, and those who are like Hank, still avoiding the rapture.
If you got a great method, it will persist, and practice makes perfect. So
yeah,
when we talk about these methods, I can't wait to voice my opinion on this.
Oh yeah, and you know, at the end of the day, there's several methods that you can use. There's ones that are over the counter. There's ones that are natural. We're not experts. Let me remind you, we are not doctors. We are talking about our personal experience today. And if you want to get the opinion of a doctor, go to your doctor and find out what's going to be best for you. So that's just my disclaimer for the day. But we're going to have fun with this because at the end of the day, everybody already knows me and Chris's favorite method is the pull-out method. We swear by it. The only time we get pregnant is when we are undisciplined. And Chris does not get off of me.
Wait, really?
You don't get off of me.
Or that too. We have those moments too. Yeah. What do you think, Allie?
Wait, so you've never been on like actual birth control?
Okay, so I have not been on birth control in about, like, I used to take the pill when I was in my early 20s.
Okay.
Like 20, 21. I've not been on birth control in well over 12 years. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
So the only time I did opt for birth control method was after I had my son. I was like, you know, we're going to definitely have another one, but not so soon. And I used the IUD, the Mirena. Ohh-Emm-NO. Like I could not. I had to take that thing out after like 2 months.
Ali's face was
I
like
hated
she
it.
used it. Or
I
had
actually
experience.
have like traumatic experiences from it because I was on it for, I think it contributed to my postpartum anxiety. I was on it for 9 months.
Oh gosh.
And it made me the meanest, like it was like me hangry, like, but to a level like 20 and all the time except for 1 week of the month.
Wow.
Like
Oh,
I
my
was
goodness.
awful and I was so broken out. My skin became like really discolored and stuff and I was just
Wow.
so angry. I mean,
Not natural.
my husband like avoided me. Like there was like a beast in me. Like it was not a good situation.
Oh my god.
It was like that
That
horror
poor
movie,
guy.
A Quiet Place. Like if you talk to me, I would explode on you. Like you
Oh,
could
God.
look my direction. It's like it's
Oh,
all
my
coming
God.
back to me. Like I'm feeling it.
Wow, I
coming
can't even
back.
imagine. I can't even imagine you like
It
that.
was, and I didn't associate it to the IUD until after it was taken out, and it was like a
Wow.
weight had been lifted. It was
Wow.
off. I will never touch that again.
Yeah,
Ever.
no, I'm
Yeah.
definitely done with it. I only lasted 2 months. It took me to get a dang on. I had like a cyst that ruptured, and my doctor was like, "Oh yeah, that's one of the side effects is that you can develop a cyst."
But
And
they go
that
away.
thing- oh,
That's what they say, right? Yeah.
Oh my God, when it ruptured, you talk about pain. I thought it was because I was working out, and I thought maybe I like strained or pulled something, you know, in my stomach. And I was just like, oh my God, my stomach hurts so bad. And I'm describing the pain to my doctor because I was in Alabama and he was, you know, up here in Virginia. And I described the pain to him. He's like, oh yeah, you had a cyst and it ruptured. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, so when can I come back and get this out of me? Because this is not ever going to happen again. And me and Chris are just going to take our chances. Just, you know, we'll have to be responsible and just, you know, timing is everything. Jump off me.
Yank it out.
So yeah, that was my story with that IUD and yeah, no, never again. So another thing, like I say, timing. I like natural stuff, and for me, I am outside of after I had the miscarriage. I'm very regular. I mean, like clockwork. Like every 4 weeks, 10 o'clock at night. Like it's like clockwork. So I know when I'm ovulating, so I know what times to avoid having sex, and it's worked for me. But it is definitely not 100%, foolproof.
Totally.
So
back to you talking about how you were regular. Like to me, that's healthy and normal. When I used to be on the pill, I never got my period. Like seriously, there would be like years, and so many people have that. So many women go through that. Where to me, like that doesn't seem natural to not have a cycle, right? Like
But
that
is
just
that a-
doesn't.
Isn't that a way of your body cleansing?
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
exactly. That's how I
flushes
interpret
out all the-
exactly. So I don't know. It's just maybe the pull-out method is the way to go.
Well,
for
based
us.
off of my 31 years. But
How many of those years have you been active, Hank, with randoms?
well, since I don't do the relationship things, I lost my virginity at 13. So
Wow, you were young.
well, I was getting it in.
Clearly.
But seriously, but before I even start this, I want to
You've
pull
been
up.
humping for almost 20 years, bruh.
Man,
I be humping.
man, listen, man.
That's what I be doing.
This stroke game is serious, but no, but seriously, I want to hit you with the facts from from PlannedParenthood.org.
Okay.
They said that out of come on. I mean, that's just to go into what I want to say. So they say for every 100 women that use the pull-out method perfectly, 4 will get pregnant. Now, with that being the basis of my conversation, I agree with this 100%. I think my number's a little bit over 100, and I think I use this method perfectly, and no one has got pregnant. No one.
Hank, you should be strapping up, dude.
No.
So you saying
Time
you
out.
hit 100 women raw?
Oh my god! Yeah, no,
And you
seriously.
pulled out?
That is what went through my mind. That is
No, I'm asking. I mean,
over
clarify that
100
for me.
women.
Let me tell you something.
Wait, that's
No, you know
do a
what?
topic on
You know what?
STDs.
No.
Yeah, let's do the
sex.
stats on that. For
Yeah.
every 5 women, they carry this. Or I mean, I don't.
You know what? We just gonna be honest, because I keep it real, and I'm gonna tell it like it is, the truth from the booth.
So
No, listen.
All right.
I have a method for all things. I think I pick and choose very wisely. Even though I know STD does not have a look, it doesn't have a face, it doesn't just come out and tell you. I pick and choose very wisely. I don't care.
You just a lucky guy.
And when I got tested a month and a half ago, I am STD free, HIV free, and I'm great. But let's get back on topic. To pull
Wow,
out,
you are blessed and highly favored, bruh.
not
Playing
just
Russian roulette
not
with the
just
one-eyed guy.
not just that. I'm telling you, I pick and choose very wisely.
I hope this one's clean.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Eeny, meeny, miny, no.
STD, I don't know.
Oh my God, I set myself
Boy, you better
all up
protect
for that.
that Aztec.
No, but I will say you should protect yourself in all situations. I've been very immature, man. I own mine. It is what it is.
Well, you need to start putting a bag
But
over that.
wait, listen. Going
Whole bag.
going forward.
hazmat suit. Yeah.
Oh, hefty bag.
Contract the bag from Home Depot.
All right, stop.
At least y'all know I can fit a contractor bag.
No, that was just for the whole body.
Anyway, you can throw the whole body away.
Gotta jump in there.
I don't want it.
No. But for real, moving forward after I got tested, I have made a conscious decision to at least carry condoms in my pocket.
At least carry
Carry them in my pocket.
And that way you might just use one.
Absolutely. And I haven't had sex in some time. So
In about 4 days.
I haven't had sex in some time. But
Sometime.
But it's crazy. The pull-out method, the touch on it. I've noticed that before I actually ejaculate and I actually go, am I okay to say that?
Yeah.
Talking about the pull-out method? All right,
use
so
proper words.
Okay, cool.
Or you can just say before I bust. It's like,
I wanted to say so bad.
Look, I'm trying to keep it, you know,
before I bust one.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But before I let loose, you know what I'm saying?
You're trying to appeal to everybody.
Before
not just the
exactly.
the slang term
Before I
of
start
bust,
shaking, you know what I'm saying?
Shaking and baking.
You know what I'm talking about?
I got you.
There's a time where I feel something building up and Chris, let me know if you can vouch for this. You feel something building up inside of you, and before it actually is released, you can pull out at that very instant. Now, I don't know the perfect method. I never read it. I'm going off of how my body feels, and when I pull out, when that first starts, I might notice some drippage. What's that called?
Pre-cum.
Pre-cum. I notice the drippage.
That's
I
the
notice
pregame.
the pregame. And I pull out, I wipe it off, and it feels like I got another 30 minutes in me after that. And
Dude, we don't need all of these
I was
details.
just
No, but I'm just saying.
I feel like,
Like, we're talking about birth control methods, and
But this is
you're
what
not
I'm
giving us
Not how to
visuals
last
right now
longer
that I
being
am
a
not.
stallion
but
in the
what I'm
bedroom.
I don't want these visuals. Like,
But
you're
what
my
I'm saying
cousin,
is-
I don't want to know.
oh God! But what I'm saying is, if
Your head is starting to look like a little bit of a penis
We
right
don't
now.
care about your mandingo-ness.
all I'm saying is,
Think him old mandingo warrior over here.
We did not
I
need a
don't
whole
know that-
lesson
Really,
on how
I don't
to.
need
So you say you got another
I
30
know.
minutes after that, though?
all I'm saying is,
We
when
don't want to hear nothing about no drippage.
all
yeah,
I'm,
please. This is a drippage-free zone.
oh, so this is what we doing?
Drip,
No drip.
This is what we
drop,
doing.
Zone.
Drip,
No
drippity,
drip,
drop.
zone.
No, but
drip, drop.
See-
drip, drippity, drop.
oh, see, y'all got jokes. Y'all got jokes at my expense.
You make that thing.
What I'm saying is, when you pull out, once you first start feeling that tingle, that for me is the pull out method. That's all I'm saying. And then I was just telling you that, Moni, you do this all the
That was
time.
like common sense.
But
you
still,
just pull it out.
But no, but
It's
what I'm
coming,
saying is,
pull it out.
it's a feeling before the actual feeling. That's what I'm getting at, and I think that method is perfect, and it's been working for 31 years.
You said all that to
say that a
you
little bit.
agree with me and Chris with the pull up. Thank you. Thank you, Hank.
Well, I just wanted to paint y'all a picture.
We
a
did
visual.
not want
Yeah,
that picture.
that's-
Picasso.
Man, y'all terrible, man. Y'all are terrible.
I'm going to stick in that for the. I got it. I understood exactly what you
I
meant by
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, and I think you're just saying that.
that. No, I'm trying to encourage you.
I don't need encouragement.
All right, wait, that was terrible.
All right, what about you, Allie? All right, you know that the IUD obviously wasn't for you, but you know, birth control pills. You have to now. You know what? I want to hear what you have to say first before I go to this next point, because I have a real question, and I think Hank can probably answer this one for me. But I want to know, like, do you have any other method that you rely on? Or?
I've only gone from pill to pregnant to IUD to trying again. So, like,
Okay.
I think when it comes back around to it, I'll probably see if there's like a natural thing. And if that natural thing is the pullout, I don't know. I feel like that would always leave me paranoid. Like, I feel like that would just leave me wondering the rest of the time, is this, was it pulled out
is
the
it
right
working?
time?
Yeah, and you know, I think
CVS, Rite Aid. Did
wait,
they-
wait. Before you even go there,
Okay, yeah.
I just want to say people need to understand that the pullout method is really only for people who are not opposed to being pregnant again.
Of course.
Man,
You know, so
Right.
no, it don't. I mean, some people don't believe in marriage, and some people believe, like, they might be in a relationship and they have a child and they may want another one. So not necessarily married people. I'm just saying in general, if you're going to use the pullout method, it has to be you have to have the mindset that you are open to having more
It
kids.
has to
might
be in the
not
back
work.
of your
It
mind
might
that
not
it's a
work.
possibility.
Right.
You're
If it-
totally right.
Yeah, and that's why me and Chris are fine with it, because we know we want to have more kids. I hope that we can time things up so that we have them when we feel like we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
But if it were to go down and it happens, we're fine with that. So don't use the pullout method in the
On
way
randoms.
that Hank is using it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you need to get a condom.
So once more and again, at my expense,
I'm just
y'all gonna
saying.
keep throwing out that Hank would do.
well,
Hank hasn't had a baby, not never. Pullout game is on point.
Well, Hank, we all married. We try, we got to have your perspective.
I'm married
can I
too.
ask-
I'm married too.
Perspective of a rammer.
I'm married too. I'm married to the game, man.
Oh, man.
Rammer.
Married to-
Are you assuming the randoms are on birth control? Or do you ask them?
Of course, I ask necessary questions.
Oh,
but
okay.
they might not tell the
I-
truth.
Man,
Well,
you can't trust that.
Right?
Well, look at it like, look, we all base things off of facts. Mm-hmm. For the simple matter of the fact is, I haven't had a baby and I'm 31. I'm doing something right.
Well, maybe something broken.
Ain't
you
nothing.
think?
There's no. Oh, you going there?
No,
Wow.
I'm just saying it could be broken, which is a good thing for you because you don't
Yeah,
plan on having
keep it
kids.
up.
God bless you to have a broken whatever.
Well, no.
Broken or just can't swim?
No. Dumb thing.
What are we talking about
Dumb
here?
things swim. When I do it, I mean,
You can see them swimming in your hand.
when I put them in the toilet, because that's where it goes, right to the toilet, they be moving.
You cannot see
They
that.
be moving.
You pull out,
They be
run to the
moving.
toilet.
A microscope to
They
see.
be moving. They be in the
Stop.
Hey yo,
You need to
time out.
stop.
Am I the only man out there that ran to the toilet after you ejaculated and wanted to know if they could swim? Because they swimmers.
Wait, you
that
actually
with the
cannot
naked
see.
eye.
Stop.
Hey,
I
please.
seen.
might have
Excuse
evil
me.
eyes.
I've seen the sperm go from the right end to the toilet to the left.
No, you stop it.
I'm
All right, I
telling
think you need to
what
get
I
That's
that
because you need to get
STD
your-
check again,
Yeah,
right?
right.
No, what that
crazy.
sounds like is Hank might have took a poop and there was a parasite in there.
Oh, see, that's some.
No, what that sounds like is his toilet was running and the water's pushing
No,
it to the
Mike,
other side.
you
You
don't-
get your
When it
toilet fixed.
flushes. Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's 3-on-1 right now. Like, what's going? Where's my backup?
I tried to have your back a second ago. You didn't want it.
No,
He
I'm-
sure didn't.
Yep.
That is hilarious.
I've seen it move.
So
Whatever.
Hank
That's
has
concerning.
microscopic vision.
And you know what? Just to let y'all know my things work and they swim, I got Michael Phelps in that toilet. They were moving back and forth. I got some strong swimmers.
Hank got some good vision. He'd be like, hold your legs up. Let me see if one got in there.
And if I see one in there,
me pull it out.
I went in there. Can you really do that?
Oh,
I really thought at one point I was younger. This is my younger days.
Oh, my
I really thought. No, all right, so I'll give you another story. Whatever. A little bit got in there when I was younger. I wiped it off and then Anyway,
I know. I feel like we're getting to the descriptive part.
yeah,
Again.
I'm sorry if I can't help but paint pictures, but anyway.
I'm good. I'm good. So
Y'all
what are
ain't
your
right.
what are your thoughts on, a few episodes ago you had mentioned the morning after pill.
Yes.
Do you feel like that is kind of like borderline to having an abortion?
Hell
like, what
to
are your
the no.
thoughts?
Let me tell you something. Whoever came up with this pill, they had me in mind. I'm a firm believer in. Let's just go to the science of it. One day after the sperm is in there, no baby is formed. There's nothing there to be killed. Correct? Are we agreeing on this? There's nothing to be killed. Or
There's
you're
not an
killing off any-
embryo at
There's
that
nothing
point.
there.
I mean, isn't that right?
So,
Monique,
right, Monique?
That's I'm want to know.
Well, no,
I've
no,
never,
I-
I've never
I
taken
actually-
the morning after pill, so I'm not
No.
necessarily.
This has nothing to do about the morning after pill. It's about one day after you ejaculate in a woman. There's nothing there to be killed. Correct? As far as a
You're
baby,
saying the
an
baby
egg.
connecting with
There's
the
nothing
sperm
there.
connecting
Oh, right, the
with
next
egg.
day because
So,
it takes. What's
it's
it,
like an
3
empty
days?
sac that
Absolutely.
forms first. That's what I.
Okay.
But I'm talking
Right? Well,
one
I
day.
don't
know.
It's
I'm
a
talking
3-day.
one day.
It's 3-day journey. So I guess technically what Hank is saying is that the sperm
There's-
has not reached.
is
the
this
egg
nothing
yet.
Right,
there?
hadn't connected yet.
Absolutely.
Okay,
So
okay.
if you
So you just put a blockage, a
you putting a
roadblock.
blockage there,
Ah.
so you're
Barricade.
That's exactly what it is, and that's what I was getting at. You're putting a barricade there, so you're not necessarily killing off anything. You're preventing something that you don't want to happen.
Okay, I'm
So-
reading here on PlannedParenthood.org, Hank's favorite website.
Thank you.
And it says that studies suggested that the morning after pills work only by preventing ovulation or fertilization. So it doesn't have any effect on implantation.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
I never knew that.
The
I didn't
Hank
either.
theory
The Hank-
lined up with their theory.
You're actually
And
right.
if you ever made a mistake, all right, come on.
So you have to take it the morning after. It's not effective.
I
if
think it's
you-
up to 48 hours. I read the box
Okay.
before.
And that makes sense because it's a 3-day journey
See?
for the sperm to get to the egg. So I guess that's why.
So you put a hater in the middle.
You put a hater in the middle.
so they
exactly.
couldn't connect and hook up.
That's right.
that completely changes my opinion then.
Okay.
Baby blocker.
And I also look at it as, look, man, sometimes you don't want to pull out. I've been there.
Most of the time you don't want to pull out.
Yeah. But look, listen. When I don't want to pull out, I already have a Rite Aid in mind. I have a CVS in mind. I know exactly where I'm going.
You might as well just get stock in there.
You,
Get stock in the morning after pill.
you know what? That's not a bad idea. I could be the spokesperson.
You can be the face of it.
I could be the face of the day after pill.
It actually says you have up to 72 hours after unprotected intercourse.
I will say being on the other side of it and like trying to get pregnant and seeing how hard it is and how you can go through, it's just like everything has to align up perfectly in order to get pregnant. That to me, the morning after pill, I think of it differently now. Like before
Okay.
in college, I was like, all right, like I had an oops, I got to take this. But now it's like, I couldn't do it because I know how hard it is for people like myself who's like, trying to get pregnant.
Wow. Yeah, because they actually you have the morning after pill and then you have the abortion pill. So those are two different types of situations.
I never did
The
an
abortion pill actually will end very early pregnancy.
Yeah,
So
I think is it
Well,
Cytotec?
that's murder to me.
If something is formed and it's alive, then yeah.
Mifepristone.
Right.
Yeah.
Not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah. So
yeah,
yeah,
I think the other version's called Cytotec.
Okay, so yeah, that one I definitely would not take. The morning after pill, I don't know that I would take that either. Because at the end of the day, like I said, me and Chris are in a place where we want to have kids. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, But it's nice to know that you have those options and people can choose, based off of their, situation.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you. It's
Some
a beautiful
people,
thing.
old school with the pull-out method, if you want to be safe and have sex, use a condom. Condoms aren't 100% either.
They're not.
So they still fail 2% of the time. So
Condoms don't feel good, man. But to be safe, you should use condoms.
Yeah, but is it satisfying when in the back of your mind oh no, I'm going to have to pull out in a second? Like, is that still, do you still get...
Like I said, is
Yeah, if you do it right.
if you if
the
you
woman has to do her job,
if you believe in the pull-out method, it might be nerve-wracking, but you always have that backup plan, man. You have that pill, and
Well,
it's there.
I will say for any teenagers, hopefully we don't have any teenagers listening to this, but for young people who are listening, please practice safe sex,
I agree with that
Life
100%.
is too short. Not everybody's as lucky as Hank, So
right.
just, please put a condom on.
Good to say.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. And even, using the birth control pill, that doesn't prevent STDs or, so condom, way to go. But once you're older, if you want to keep being irresponsible, that's your choice. But, I would just say, let me just put that out there. Just strap it up, please. Yeah. One day we have kids that are going to be asking about these things, and I'm not going to ask Hank to give them
No,
advice.
time out. I was just no. See, look, I was just about to say, and this comes from the older generation. They will say, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Right.
So I would never steer a child in the direction of not using condoms. I'm hard-headed myself, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't tell a child not to use condoms. I wouldn't tell them to put themselves in danger. That's just not me.
Well, I don't think that you would just flat out tell them. I think that if
I wouldn't even suggest
if Christopher came up, hey Hank, that's how he likes to say, hey Hank, do you use condoms, Hank?
No, see,
Then what you gonna say? You gonna lie, or you gonna be like,
I'm going to have to lie to him. I will have to.
I appreciate that.
I would have to lie to him.
Thank you.
And yeah, I mean,
Or you can tell them the truth and say,
No,
I'm
I'm gonna lie.
a little bit reckless. You should use them, and this is the reason why.
I'm going to lie. I'm going to tell you I'm going to lie.
Or just tell him come talk to his dad.
Exactly.
That's a
Yeah.
Well, that
better
too.
answer. Yeah, go
That
talk
too.
to your
Better
parents.
answer.
Talk to your folks.
All right. So now this is Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer. All right.
But you do know it's
You got
situations.
it.
It's
You
no,
got
it's
it.
situations where kids they're not comfortable talking to their parents.
We had that
and
discussion.
they would much rather talk to somebody else that they look up to. So, I wouldn't mind if you just be honest with them. Like, look, I don't use condoms like I should, but these are the consequences that I'm trying to dodge. And, this could happen to me,
I don't think I would want to. I don't.
I'm gonna say lie because
No,
my
don't
kids,
lie to 'em.
my kids
No.
look up to Hank.
I wouldn't wanna
and
plant-
Christopher might be like, well, if it worked for you, Hank,
Exactly.
No.
it could
I
work
wouldn't
for
want
me.
to plant a negative seed, though.
No. Tell him the truth. And
Or-
then no, hold on. Tell him the truth and tell him that you're playing Russian roulette and you pull up some STDs on your phone and show him what you can catch and the consequences of not using a condom and say, Christopher, you should use a condom.
I have a
because
better
you don't want
solution.
this mess.
I'm gonna tell him to go
wait,
talk to his dad.
I have the better solution. If he
No, that's the
is
best one.
adamant about talking to Big Bank Hank, who doesn't use condoms, who doesn't prefer to use, I should
there
say.
you go.
Okay.
You got them in your pocket,
Instead
though.
of
You said
ins-
that.
I
all
do.
All right. Well, instead of him saying, if he comes and says, Hank, do you use condoms? You don't technically have to answer his question. You can just say, Christopher, if you're thinking about having sex, you have to use a condom.
Perfect.
So you don't even
I
have
agree.
to.
That's-
You
yeah.
don't have to lie. You can just say. You can just kind of change the direction of the question, and you don't have to answer it personally. You can just go ahead and feed him back what he should do to be responsible. outside of if he's like, look, all right, I don't want to talk to my mom and dad. I'd rather talk to you because you cool. You got the swag about you and you got all these randoms following you. And,
Oh, my
and I'm
God.
big Christopher. I'm 6'8".
But
This
then,
little boy,
but then
oh my
what?
God,
But
he's
then what?
gonna
No,
be
but what
So
happens when
he's
he comes
seriously
back?
my
Say,
height.
but no, Hank, I asked you a question. What do you do?
I don't
All
think
right,
he's
now,
going to do that.
Now listen.
Yeah,
If-
You never
if-
know. I mean,
pretty
one of these
gnarly,
days
so-
you might take him out for a drink or something.
if Chris-
like
Look, man.
never know.
I don't know if I want my kids going out for a drink with Hank.
First, I'm not good enough to watch dogs, but I've grown. Now I'm back
Be trying to get my baby drunk.
Listen, I would not try to get your baby drunk. I'm just going to show him a good time and have fun.
Oh, we don't want your kind of good times, bruh.
Listen, I'm very responsible when it comes down to other people's children, and I know a lot of people don't want to believe that. I am. I'm very.
If y'all can see the look on my face I'm giving him right now.
Christopher has never. Hold on, time out. Christopher, out of all his years of living, 5 years, he's only said one cuss word out of all these years. He's never got hurt since I've been around.
First
You
cuss word
taught him
was
no.
learned from who?
You taught him no. I have video to prove that.
I've taught.
His first curse word was learned from who?
Like I said, he only learned one cuss word from being around
Go
me.
ahead and share that story
yeah,
because that's
what
really
was
funny.
what happened?
Okay, so what happened was we were
filming.
Are we allowed to?
We were filming.
Okay, so we were filming, and Christopher should have been upstairs. He was in an area where he did not belong.
Actually, we were at home in our home.
He's
So he
supposed to
belongs
be
there.
upstairs.
And we didn't start filming at that moment. The cameras were just coming through the door. And Christopher and Hank said something and Christopher
My last knowledge of his location was upstairs.
But was
So-
it upstairs in the playroom where he can?
It was
we weren't
upstairs.
in Potomac
Oh,
yet.
okay,
we were still
okay,
in
okay.
Vienna.
So-
So we were in the kitchen.
He was upstairs. I thought he was upstairs. That was my last known location that he was at. And I'm in the kitchen area. And I believe someone said my name.
Get
Is
to
that
the
correct?
point, Hank. Just say what the word was.
Did someone say my name? And it
I
threw
don't
me
know,
off
but-
guard. And I was like, that word.
Yes.
And he was right behind me.
And everybody was like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, you
And then
just cussed in front of my child. Oh my goodness, my life is over. And then the next day, my son proceeds to tell me, I picked him up from school. And and he's in the back seat driving home, and he said, "Mommy, yesterday Hank said a bad word." And I said, "Yes, he did." And you don't repeat what adults say because sometimes the words they say aren't right. He said, "I know," because he said, "Oh," and he said it. And it took everything in me to not laugh because it was so funny because he was so innocent. And I was like, well, Christopher, you can't say that again. We just said don't say it. And he said, I know, you can't say, oh. I'm like, I was like, oh, my Lord, I'm going to kill Hank. Oh, my God. But after that, I think we got the point across and he never said it again. But yeah, that was a moment.
In Hank's hands, we trust. And I have a good track record
Oh, my God.
with everything.
Yeah, just send him to his dad.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think,
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and send me your way.
Oh my God. But no, so we were talking about, outside of birth control, we were just talking about, when you're trying to get pregnant and you're hoping to get a particular sex. Does it work? So I read this article on, I think it was parents.com. It was at the time that me and Chris were thinking about having another child. So just so you know, whenever me and Chris get pregnant, we actually don't find out the gender. We wait.
you don't?
Yeah.
Wait
We
it
actually
out.
wait until we push the baby out and Chris screams and I know that, if it's a boy or a girl. So with Christopher, absolute total surprise. Something in me tells me what I'm having. Like I just feel it. So I felt it. I was like, this is a boy. This is a boy. And then when we got pregnant with Milani, before we started getting pregnant with her, before we started trying, I went online and I wrote up, I read on an article that talked about if you could kind of choose the gender, like what methods can you do? Like, is there something, a certain position you should be doing? Or, I just wanted to know,
Of course.
what's our chances of getting a girl? So I read this one article and it said that, obviously it's not 100%, but it's worth a shot. It broke down the anatomy of a woman. And as it pertains to sperm, and it said that if you're trying to get a girl, girls are the slower swimmers. They're slower, but they're sturdy because a woman's body is naturally acidic. So obviously, girl sperm can handle that. And it said if you're trying to have a girl, you should have sex 3 days before you ovulate, and you'll better your chances even further if the woman does not have an orgasm, but the man does. And the reason why is because when a woman has an orgasm, she releases alkalinity in her body. So the faster swimmers, which are the boys, they survive longer if there's more alkalinity in the body versus the girls who they can withstand the acid environment and they can pass the boys eventually. So I said, you know what? I want to try this. So me and Chris had sex. We did this 2 months in a row. 3 days before I ovulate. I let him have his fun. I held out. and then we didn't get pregnant that month, but the next month we did. So lo and behold, after a few weeks, once we were about after the first trimester, I get that feeling. I'm just like, man, I feel like this is a girl. I felt it. I was like, I know this has to be a girl. July 3rd, we give birth to a 7-pound, 8-ounce beautiful baby girl.
That's awesome.
So it worked for us in that instance. Now, it also said for a boy, if you want a boy, you are supposed to have sex on the day you're ovulating, and you both will heighten the chances if you both have an orgasm at the same time. And the reason why is because, like I said before, the woman, when she has an orgasm, she releases alkalinity. So it gives those faster swimmers the longevity they need to get to the egg and get there before the girl swimmers.
I feel like that's really hard to plan out.
No, it's pretty
not?
easy.
Oh, it is? Okay.
If you're in sync with your partner.
The chemistry has to be
Yes.
Right.
It's like you got to communicate. It's like, are you there yet? No, I'm not there. I need about 5 more seconds.
The man got to have a good
I guess
run
you're right.
that
You just
day,
have to communicate during it.
You have to.
Yeah.
Well, me and Chris like to talk a lot, So
Here we go
we're
again.
pretty good at that.
You see
But
where
no,
this is
it's
going,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to give y'all details or visuals like
Thank
Hank
you.
over here, but you have to communicate. You have to be on the same page, and you only get one shot, So it's like, all right, the men, you better not screw it up. You better hold out as long as you can, and the woman, you better get your A game together, have your mind right, and just be ready.
She over here getting me fired up like I'm going back to play. Suit me, put me in the game, coach.
Mind right, body right, ready for war.
Like Joe Gibbs over there.
It's serious business. It's serious business.
Start left tackle again.
And I will say that when me and Chris got pregnant with Christopher, and then we gave birth, and it was a boy, everyone on his side of the family told me, that means you're only going to have boys. Because Chris's mom only had boys. She had 4 boys. Chris's oldest brother only had boys. His second oldest brother only had girls. So they basically had the mindset that in their family, that's how it goes. It's
Whatever,
like,
whoever starts, right?
whatever you have, you're going to keep having that sex. And they were like, you're not going to get a boy and a girl because that just doesn't happen when you're with the Samuels. So I was like, well, shoot, my husband, he's versatile. So
I can switch
You're like,
it.
I'll take the
I
challenge.
can switch it.
We
I
made
can
it
hit
happen.
left-handed, I can hit right-handed, and hit a backflip, As long as my mojo good, I'm good.
Chris, you ain't doing no backflips.
it is
man.
crazy because
You're right, I never backflipped in my life.
now with Christopher, it wasn't planned. I remember when we conceived him, though. We were in Newburgh.
We can't tell all the details of what happened with that.
Yeah, no, we ain't gonna give you all the details. But we were in Newburgh, and I know some people say that there's a particular position if you're trying to achieve a boy or a girl. They say you're supposed to, I don't know what the positions are. It doesn't really matter to me as long as it works out, But with Christopher, if I'm remembering correctly, I was on top both with Christopher and Milani at the end. So I don't really think that it makes a difference what position you're in.
I'm sure a guy just wrote that study just to throw in different positions.
Right.
Right? You just be like a
Keep
dude
it
did that.
interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it
If
has
you want
to
to have a boy, you got to hit it from the back. That's just because he like hitting it from the back. He don't want to see your face.
Wow. That is crazy that you said that.
What?
Hitting from the back because I don't want to see the face.
Well, we know you mess with randoms, so you probably got
That's-
some random ugly ones that you don't want to see.
Yeah, that's pretty much the go-to position. That's the
He's an
go-to
equal
position.
opportunity random.
Oh,
dude.
that is the go-to position.
Oh my God. I see all of you writing notes. Go ahead and say it. I know. What? They keep writing notes to
we
each
talk-
other.
no, we-
They're
we-
over here passing love
Can I go
notes.
there, Hank?
Go ahead, big dog.
No, so one day
Lord.
we're leaving from my second home out in Newburgh, Maryland. So we're on our way back. We stopped by a gas station and Hank meets this lady.
Oh,
She's
Lord.
older. She's on the thicker side. She has a big wobbly, drop it like it's hot in the back, big dump truck.
Sure enough, dude.
And she's an older woman, like in her 50s, somewhere in there. And you know,
It started out as a challenge, though. We were in the truck, and I was saying, "Yo, I can get that."
Yeah, of course you could get that. I mean, it wasn't nothing to get.
She might have had standards, man.
No, so basically, Hank would tell me I'm getting ready to go see this person. I'm like, so you
used
going
to
to
call
see
her
BP?
gas station, right?
No,
Oh,
BP.
right.
He was like, yeah, I'm going to hit Big BP. So her nickname was Big BP.
Nickname him based on the location.
Based on the location.
Hey,
What's her name?
if you look at my
BP.
phone book, BP.
Wait, did you really meet her?
BP.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you really did?
No, this is a true story.
It's a true story.
My
I
story.
mean, this woman probably
I
like
thought that it was just in
53.
passing. Oh, you
No.
actually like went up to her.
We were all right. We was gassing.
We were gassing up.
We were
She worked
gassing
there.
up.
But you interacted with her.
Yeah, Hank messes with
That's how
everybody
I-
all the time, just joking.
Look, time out. So
Go ahead.
all right, so what happened was, like I said, we were going to the gas station and she was working, handing out flyers. Chris Cooley was supposed to do a appearance there.
Right.
And I saw that wagon and I was just like,
That's a butt.
I was like,
Thanks.
A wagon.
I said, Chris, I'm gonna get that. I wanted it. I'm gonna get that. So I got out the truck. And you know what I mean? Exchanged pleasantries and, you know, sealed and dealed. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. And that was my random for the next,
You was
month?
messing with somebody's grandmama.
Yeah.
I know,
And she
seriously.
was
She was a
someone's
grandmama.
grandmama.
I know.
Yeah. She couldn't get away some nights because she had 3 or 4 kids. The kids were
So my question is,
Oh my God.
how did you? Well, she couldn't get pregnant at that age.
She
She's like
couldn't.
54. Or
She
55.
couldn't.
She probably still
And you
could.
know what's crazy? You want to know if I used a condom?
That's what I wanted to ask, but I didn't want to put you on blast since you put it out there. Go ahead.
When I was getting sloppy toppy, no condom. When I had sex, I did.
Good job.
Good job, Hank.
Because she had 54 years of mileage on that, you know. So there ain't no telling what she been dealing with.
Giving y'all a lot of stuff today, huh?
So she called you out there to gas up.
She
BP.
she called me out there, gassed up to get blasted up. No, but anyway, but that's one of the instances of the randoms. But anyway, thank you, Chris, for pointing that out. Bringing it up. You the man. You the man.
So if you meet
Thank
somebody at a gas station, you nickname them whatever the gas station.
Well, you know what's crazy? At the end of the day, since I like to call my randoms, they're not really randoms because I know them through location.
Right.
Random
location. So yeah, if I meet somebody down the
Target.
street at Wawa, she's going to be, if she's light skinned or dark skinned, or she's going to be light skinned Wawa. I mean, I'm sorry, it is what it is.
You are a mess.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
But look, if you got your name in my phone book, it means something.
Well, it's not their name. It's the location.
Yeah, it's not even their
But
name.
if I go as far as to put your name in my phone book, you mean something to me.
Well, then you must not have many names in your phone at all.
2 or 3 family members.
2 or 3.
2 or 3 family members, and that's about it. I mean, that's it. I mean, if you ask me. Whatever.
Oh my God.
But
That's
anyway,
hilarious.
I'm just saying.
And 3 phones.
Yes.
So
He's
that's
a
the
busy
form
man.
of
One's
birth
just for
control.
Allie,
randoms.
we ain't doing that, Allie.
Form of birth control.
Now listen.
Hit a 55-year-old.
Time out.
Oh gosh.
See, now y'all got Allie cracking on me now. Allie, do you really want to do that?
Yes, do it. Go in on them.
Go. I'm
little
just,
bit.
oh, look at this. Oh, my God. Okay.
Now I'm scared. I'm sweating.
All right. All right, now, soon as you cross over and you start having jokes will come back your way. Nah,
Allie
you're
can
good.
handle it.
I
I
know
can
she
handle
can.
it.
No, you're good, Allie. You're good.
You can handle it.
You're good.
Anybody want some M&Ms? I'm hungry.
You have a half pack of M&Ms.
No, this is a whole
Oh,
pack.
that's a whole pack?
Yeah. It's
a baby
brand
pack.
new.
Yeah, that's a baby pack. That's a whole
baby
kitty pack.
Look, I got about 5 of them.
She done stole Christopher's M&Ms.
They're not his. These are mine.
I'm playing.
Oh my God.
But anyway.
So do you, since Hank, I hate to keep picking on you, but
No.
you are the only one here with no kids. I just
Go
want
on,
to know.
pick on me, man.
Do you feel as though us having
I can
kids
tell you
around
like the ignorance. Go ahead.
us having kids around you, do you feel as though that's a form of birth control for you?
Absolutely.
But you still don't use condoms all the time.
At the end of the, that's kind of contradicting. But at the end of the day, sometimes I go over. I choose. I don't choose wisely. Sometimes it is what it is. And for me to be around your kids, it replays in my head over and over and over again why I don't want kids. Because for one, I can't afford it. That's for one. Number two, I don't have the time, the energy, and I'm selfish as all hell. So seeing them and being around them just makes me, I don't want to share anything with anybody. I don't want to give a person that attention. I'd rather keep it all on me and deal with my randoms. So, no, seriously.
Well, at least you know what you want in life.
No, that's
no, more
that's
importantly,
legit.
I know what I don't want.
Right.
And that's kids. I don't want kids right now. I don't want them. No.
Okay.
You try to plan some kid on me. I'm a plan to escape on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But yeah, that's enough contraceptive that I need.
Wow.
For real, for real.
Do you ever have any randoms that have like young kids?
Plenty.
So do you know that if those randoms that have like, a few months old, they're still breastfeeding, did you realize you can still like conceive? She can still conceive even though she's breastfeeding and,
All right, so to be honest with you, in my head, that doesn't play out. I'm not thinking about, well, what's her rate of getting pregnant again? That's too much thinking. She's a random for a reason. I'm in it probably for a day, a week, or just for the season. So
in and out.
You know what I mean?
Quittable.
Hittable or quittable. But no, seriously. No, I pretty much, I don't think about that. I'm very one track minded. If I'm in it for sex, that's just what it's going to be. I'm not going to think too much about it. So no, I don't think about that.
Did you realize that?
So I did because my lactation consultant told me. She was like, just so you know, just because you're breastfeeding, there's this whole myth that you think that you can't get pregnant. But while it's unlikely, they also, there was just an article, this was on, I think it was Shape, where a woman can ovulate while she's breastfeeding, but sometimes it's difficult to detect, especially if you don't have a normal period. So if you're just like lightly spotting or you don't have anything, then you could think, oh, I'm not ovulating, but that's totally not the case. I mean, you can also get pregnant if you have the IUD in you.
Wow.
Like there have been stories where like babies are born and holding it. Like I'm not even kidding.
That is crazy.
Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
The baby that came out with an umbrella.
Oh, wow.
But so nothing
is
is,
crazy.
nothing's 100%.
Wow.
Right.
So that baby had a toy up in the womb. What's this? Playing with like
That is
A little
crazy.
rattle. Yeah.
You tried to block me out, it ain't worked.
Can I get one of them M&Ms, please?
Sure.
Appreciate it. I mean, you made them look very, yeah.
Edible.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, but this was a good fun topic. I think it was very informative.
Appreciate it.
I'm sitting over here just saying random stuff because I'm hungry.
So, but how come we got to use the word random? I feel like every time I hear the word random, it's in
directed at you.
connection to me. Yeah.
Well, because we're talking to you. and
Well, I'm
like
just
random.
Look, man. Look,
Hashtag random.
listen. One day, my mind is going to start thinking differently, and I'm not going to have randoms no more. It's just not going to be today, tomorrow.
I cannot
But
even
you
imagine
think that? You believe that one day it's just like, do you think you're going to meet somebody that will just change that?
That's going to be a super duper woman. She going to have about 3 vaginas.
Hey, yo. But
That might be the way you
watch
can
this.
handle it.
No, check this out. See,
And you can hit it, miney.
and you know what's so crazy? You know what's
Go
so
back to Mo.
You know what's so crazy? It doesn't be the vagina that because
So
of
she
the
needs 3 miles?
it's not the it's not the vagina
Her and her 2 kids. not like
That
that.
is ignorant.
when
Meaning like,
When
oh
I-
God, that was a joke going wrong.
y'all
I did not mean hit her and her kids. That's not what I meant.
oh my god. You know what? The right person for me is going to be the one that doesn't give me the mushy gushy. It's going to be the one that doesn't give it to me.
Oh, she
once
gives you the sloppy toppy.
I'm gonna need sloppy toppy, but if I get the mushy gushy, especially if I get it quick, she's gonna be done quick. Like it's over. It's a wrap.
And people are listening to this,
It is what it is. I mean,
and they're still going to try to get with him.
no, but this is the thing. Like I said, the one that changes my mind is going to be the one that doesn't give it up.
You can hold out.
She's gonna have to because
You get bored
I
afterwards.
get bored immediately.
I've had Hank tell me like, man,
You gonna put my stories out there?
I ain't gonna say who. I'm just saying, like, I've seen you
Hank, you done put everything else out there. It don't even matter at this point.
All right,
he done
go ahead.
he done put John Wayne out there with no condom on. Don't get shy now.
John Wayne didn't get burnt, though. Go ahead.
not.
So what's the story? What I done told you now?
No, so there was a time where, I mean, he was talking to this girl, and it seemed like it was
Don't
really
put the time
promising.
on there, the time frame on there.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
He seemed very interested. The most I've ever seen him interested. Like, interested to the point where he actually was, like, considering bringing her around us.
Wow.
That's
okay.
huge.
That's big time.
That's huge.
Big time.
Hank brings no randoms around us because, you know, we wouldn't allow it anyway. He ain't bring nobody in my house.
Word.
But, you know, like, he was actually considering, like, you know, I want to introduce y'all. But he didn't hit it before we got to that point, and I ain't heard nothing else about it.
Telling you, that's what
And I
happened.
was
Wait,
like,
what
wow.
happened?
She just said it.
Oh,
she said it just like that.
That really is what
And
happened.
there's nothing more, nothing less.
He gets so bored.
I get like, I'm a hunter. I want to hunt. I want to, and a woman has to realize that men, we are hunters. So when you give it up, we done lose. I want to keep fighting for it. I want to keep, you know what I mean?
But then when she eventually did give it up, or no, she never did.
it wasn't. She gave it up. But she gave it up so quick. We didn't reach a deep enough connection, or our relationship wasn't deep enough for me to hold on to anything else. Nothing kept me there. I mean, I got it. Thank you.
All that sounds like to me is it wasn't good.
Seriously.
I'm just saying.
She gave him that neat toppy. He didn't want that. He wanted sloppy.
The tidy toppy.
Oh, she got jokes. He got jokes. No, but I don't know. I get bored easily, and I will block the number. I will change the number. The phone will get lost on purpose. So that's it.
And I've heard him tell women, like, why are you calling me?
Oh, come on. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I'm very straightforward. Straightforward.
I told you I was done.
I don't lie to you.
But you know what? That's actually, I can appreciate that. But you just said that you also go like missing. Like you'll just.
No. I
You'll
will tell
block
you
the
though.
phone number.
No,
Oh, you
I will
do it
tell
first.
you.
Okay,
Heads
that's
up.
good.
I will tell you.
Okay, that's good.
I'll be like, look, I'm not even interested anymore.
That's fair. I mean, that should be closure.
Absolutely.
Why do they keep calling?
And they keep calling.
I don't
They
believe
keep calling.
They be laughing.
Yo, yeah, they think I'm joking. I'll be like,
sitting right next to him.
I have it on speaker. I'll be like, Moni, do you hear this crap?
And he's like, no, seriously. It's like lose my number. Don't call me anymore. Like, I'm serious. And she'll be like, oh, you so stupid.
No, but you know what's crazy, Moni?
She
Because
must be
now,
looking in the mirror.
but watch
She's
this.
Stupid.
No, because because Moni said that, it makes it look like I'm talking to the weak, young, impressionable, women that just don't know.
I didn't get that impression.
Oh, you didn't get that?
No, I think
Okay, good.
sometimes women are just like, sometimes women, sometimes people hear what they want to hear and
Right.
they don't
'Cause
want to
that's
be
what the
rejected.
people that's listening to
and
this-
nobody wants to be rejected.
Look, 7 times out of 10, I know that's a crazy number. People that are listening to this, they're going to say, oh, he must be dealing with them young girls. No, these are the 40, 50-year-olds too.
Yeah, no,
So-
I mean, we're all human.
I used to think they all had daddy issues or something, but
No, they
no,
don't.
some of them came from very great homes. Smart women, college educated.
For
and
real,
everything.
seriously. I mean, but like I said, man,
I believe it. I feel like when you're attracted to someone, though, it also makes you kind of act stupid. So,
well, it's not acting stupid if I'm involved.
Well,
it's a great decision. Just didn't work out.
Best. Oh my goodness! Wow. Well, I mean, my only tip for today is if you want a natural tip, it's like you must. That sounds so bad.
I was just going to say cover the tip.
That's pretty good, Ollie. I was right along with
channeling
you.
you.
I was right along with you on that.
That's how.
To change it now, because every time we talk about anything remotely dealing with sex, it's like as soon as I say tip of the day,
As soon as you say
like,
tip, I think about
sounds like
yep,
a quickie.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah, tip.
Oh Lord, but no. So my
Just say it really fast and avoid eye contact with us.
a quick tip.
That just sounds like quick sex. I'm sorry. Don't put it all the way in. Finish quick.
Okay. My advice, once again, my advice is just make sure that you know your cycle and know when you ovulate so that you can avoid that time of the month if you're trying to have sex. I would say if you want to really be safe, just try to avoid at least 3 days before and 3 days after. Just don't even do it. But you can still get pregnant. You just never know. Your fertility, I mean, you might be like on one that much. It's like super ready. So just know that it's not 100%. And the pull-out method is definitely not 100%. If you intend to have more kids and you're fine with getting pregnant again and you want to use the pull-out method, okay, then that's your choice. But, I say the best method is definitely to strap it up. The most 100% accurate method is to not have sex, so abstain. So, yeah, I don't know. Do y'all have a moment of silence today? Moment of silence for everybody that thought they wasn't going to get pregnant and used the pull-out method, and now you got 4 of them.
I should have yanked it out.
Oh, yanker.
Oh, yanked it.
I just winged that one. I really didn't have one written down for today.
Worked out
great.
well.
Oh, Lord. Thank y'all so much. I hope that wasn't too X-rated for y'all. Thanks to Hank with all the visuals. You're going to have some very excited women going home tonight. Honey, let's try this.
Felt like I was on a hot seat, man. Felt like I was on a hot seat.
Well, unless you passed gas, I'm sure that seat is just fine.
Wow. And it continues.
Y'all have a good one, and we'll catch up next time.